It's Wednesday, ladies and gentlemen. We all know what that means because it is 8 p.m. It is time that the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program and CBRS Entertainment bring to you the Wednesday PlayStation Showcase. Although we had a bit of a different intro tonight. I am OMD, joined as always by the man on the console tonight, Mr. Chris Best. How we doing, my friend?
Yeah, you can blame Pepper for that. Like seconds before, as I was about to click the intro, she rolled over onto the mouse and clicked the Saturday Night Gaming intro that I have here. So yes, it is the PlayStation Showcase tonight.
It's all good, buddy.
I got it fixed for the outro. So, but we're looking at some Saturday. We're looking at something that I do on Saturday nights, though. Just not in the online format. We're looking at Red Dead Online this week. And I've as we're standing here, we're right now at my camp, and I've got to actually fix up my stats a little bit. So I'm going to showcase. I was going to do this prior to the stream, so I'm going to show how you do it here.
Perfect.
And as you can see, I'm at my campfire, and all this here that we're seeing on the left side of the screen, that's all the meat that I've hunted for.
Okay.
And below that, you can actually see like the health stats it causes if you go to cook that meat. So right now I need some venison, and I can pick out different recipes based off of spices that I've gone and picked out throughout the map.
Right.
So we're going to go ahead and cook that with our oregano venison, which is basically that's deer meat.
Yep.
So we're going to get that ate up and get that out of the way. Whoops, I guess I'm cooking another. I forgot that I hit cook another on accident.
That's okay.
So sorry, go ahead.
A quick good evening to Mad Rasmus. Thank you for joining us here.
Yeah, glad to have you here.
Very appreciative. Please, I see you're on the Twitch side, so please let us know how you found us. And as always, give us a like, a subscribe.
And all that, yeah. So right now, the first thing I wanted to do, because I set most of the stuff up that I wanted to do earlier today.
Right.
We're looking at I do a lot of fur trading on this game. And this is my fur trading business that we're taking a look at. That the guy that's running it here is a guy by the name of Scripps. He helps run my campground when I'm not around it. So he right now production on my furs are halted because I'm stocked full right now, so I need to sell some.
Right.
So we're gonna take the distant one here because that pays more. So
right. I know, like, just right off the bat and seeing this very, very similar to the newer Tomb Raider games when you set up your base camp and all of that. That's where you can do all of your crafting and
you can do your crafting on the go, but I prefer to do it at my camp.
Right.
So we got to take a ride out to Emerald Station on my wagon here. And of course, there's always it gives you a 25-minute timer to do everything. I see Bubba coming in. How's it going, Bubba? Trying not to crash my wagon off that hill there.
So Mad Rasmus coming in saying he likes to see and join people with lower viewership and want to know how they got started gaming, and just think people with less viewers are nicer than the mainstream.
So there is a bit of a yes and no to that, really.
Yeah, it depends on how the streamers treat their audience.
Yeah. So you were you were going to say just beforehand though.
So that's what I was just going to get into. So I was going to ask you, like, let Mad Rasmus know, like, how did you get into gaming?
Oh, geez. Gaming, like my entire history, or streaming games?
Basically, I guess from what I can understand, he says he'd like to know how you got started gaming. So
Oh yeah. Okay, so that would definitely go back to because we actually talked about this a few episodes ago with the Final Fantasy IV episode. That was definitely my mom who got me into it.
Right.
She the first game system I ever owned, and I'm going to show my age here, it was the Atari 2600.
Right.
The first game I played was that I can remember. Oh, I got bandits shooting me here. The first game I played had to have been, I want to say, I think it was Pac-Man on the Atari 2600. Oh, good, my other horse. Yeah, it was. It had to have been Pac-Man on the Atari 2600 that I first played, and I remember when I played that game, I really had no idea what I was doing. All I
Right.
knew was I was going around and eating pellets. I didn't know like how to take the ghosts out or anything like that.
Right.
I just knew that that's what I was doing. This is this horse here I actually just bought today.
Okay.
Um After that I was heavily into Pac-Man, so I remember very little of what else I played on the Atari 2600. I'm trying to remember some of those games. Um but after that I remember definitely playing the original Nintendo, and that I would have to say that system is what got me heavily into gaming, and that would be like playing Mario and the very first RPG I ever played ever, which would have been Legend of Zelda 2.
Right. For me, I got into gaming on the original NES, though before that, we did have a Texas Instruments computer, and there were a bunch of games I played on there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but again, like I started playing and I worked, earned up the money to buy my own Nintendo. I believe that was 87 or 88, so 5 years after it first came out, because all of my friends had one. So then I was able to trade games.
Mm-hmm.
Outside of Mario, one of the first games I remember playing on the NES, and I'm going to go with a very deep cut, is Captain Skyhawk.
I am so glad that I have now met somebody else who knows that game. I played the living snot out of that game when I got it.
Right? And it was always fun because you're trying to, stick your landing as quickly as possible. So you got to,
Yeah.
you know, time your turns not line up with the bar.
Yep. And then trying to shoot everything while you're flying at warp speed.
Yep.
That was always my challenge. And I got more bandits trying to shoot me, but I'm trying my hardest to get away.
Right.
Get off this bridge, actually, because if I die on this bridge, then it's harder for me to get back to the horse. So I'm just going
Right.
to back off and should have reloaded beforehand. They'll always take you down, or they always try to take me down, but I can still manage to get them back. As long as I stay on the wagon, it'll spawn me on my horse, so it'll make it easier for me to get back to my wagon.
Right. We do have Bubba coming in saying, "Good evening, guys," and then asks, "Do you know what's missing from the game?" I can't say that I do because I'm not a fan of Rockstar games.
Oh, I know what's missing from this game. There's several things that I would like to see in this game. Um, One thing I want to see is bank robberies and train robberies would be awesome to do. Um, the ability to upgrade your wagon would be nice as well.
Right.
Yeah, and that's the other thing, Bubba. We can't play. We can't do cross platform on this.
No. No. And Mad Rasmus saying it's really cool to hear our history, and that, and you having your mom that got you in reminds him of when his dad got him into gaming,
Yeah,
as they played the first Skylanders together on the Wii.
you know what it what I know Skylanders is more of like a children's game, but there was a part of me that wanted to try it out for myself. I'm not going to lie about that. I thought it was kind of a nifty idea, because it was video games, but with real life action figures.
Right. I've only ever played on the Wii once, and that was a buddy of mine started me with like the bowling, and then we got into the Wayne Gretzky NHL just once, and then he's like, how are you whooping me when you've never played the game before?
I served in the Army. We had a Wii in our mess hall. We lived on that Wii.
I can imagine. But Rasmus, that is always great to hear how gaming brings families together. So we appreciate you sharing that story.
Oh geez. Down I go. I'm gonna die. I thought I tried to stop. Trying to get back to my wagon here. So to call back my horse after these guys try and take me down, you have to push the up button to call your horse back.
Okay.
Although he's injured, so he's not coming back.
Now I am seeing a timer there. So is that
like, that's how long I have to deliver this package that I'm delivering.
Right. That's where I was going. So
yeah, and if I don't deliver this package, I don't make the money that I'm supposed to be making off of it. I know my horse is critically injured. It will take some time to recover, but by the time I get this package delivered, he will be fine.
Now, when you're playing on Red Dead Online, is this like a PvPvE or is it just PvE?
It's PvP and PvE at the same time. So like you can posse up with other players and take on missions all by yourself. Together. You can also go into randomized events that take place across the map and team up with other players to do certain things, or you can fight against each other in those randomized events as well.
Okay.
Hopefully one of those random events pops up and I can show you one of them, actually.
That would be nice. I know because we've discussed this going in, that you had a few things that you wanted to show everybody tonight.
Yeah, and this was actually one of them, so I'm actually glad I was able to set this up beforehand, because I did a lot of other things that I thought would have slowed it down.
Right. One last comment from Mad Rasmus. He has to go now, but he has started to follow us. Maybe he'll see us in the future. We are here every Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Rasmus, so great to see you. Thank you for stopping by. We greatly appreciate you, and thank you for the follow.
Okay, so that's the other thing too. If you've lost your horse, like if your horse has died, it'll just call upon a random horse to come and help you out, which is always a good thing as well.
Right.
And usually even though usually the random horse is a weaker horse, in this case, this one is a weaker horse because the horse that I killed that I accidentally killed there is actually one of the fastest horses you can buy.
Right.
In the game. But it's always good to have that backup in case you die, so you can run back to your wagon and still have the time for delivery.
Yep.
So I'm sorry. Sometimes I get distracted with just how beautiful the landscape and the land in this game is.
No worries. No worries.
I was actually telling Bubba the other day when I was playing this that as I was setting things up for today, because I was doing it last night as well, I found myself getting so distracted, like just driving along, and I came along like this one hill that overlooked the entire map, and I had to grab the in-game camera and take a picture of the landscape.
Right. Well, I know after the show tonight, there's a new game that's out on Game Pass that I'm looking forward to trying. So I will be going to do that, and that is a new game called Avowed.
I thought you were going to try that out last night when we were talking.
I was going to, and then I never did. I
No, you
barely
went.
finished. I barely finished my game of Madden on
I was
that I
just
had
gonna
going.
say, we saw that you logged into Madden, so
Well, I was logged into Madden before the show last night,
yeah.
and then just went back
Oh,
into it.
geez, my wagon wheel just went flying off. Did you see that?
I did.
I had to take that death. Okay, I'm gonna respawn on. Oh, it's my horse. It is my actual horse. That's not a bad thing. I'm actually happy to have him back.
Bubba says he has it downloaded and may stream it right after the show. So I've got it downloaded as well. So I'm gonna try. As far as I know, there's no multiplayer on it, but hopefully there is.
All right, we're gonna ride 3-wheel. Hopefully, get my package there on time. Jesus, my wagon's looking like crap right now.
Right? See, this is where, as opposed to looking a little more barren as you're getting the rain, it's looking greener.
Yeah. Oh, well, that's also because I've changed like where I'm coming from, right? Because like where my camp is all set up, it's more like desert kind of region,
Right.
and it's set up more. I have my camp set up more in the middle of the map, so that it just makes it easier for me to get to every location I need to. And I think we have reached my destination. I'll just run it right up there on the platform.
Nice.
And now back on my horse. So now from here, we're going to take a look at where we are on the map here, which is Emerald Station.
Right.
And I'll show you just how big the map is.
Jesus.
It's
Wow.
insanely huge.
Yes.
So I'm going to look for the nearest city because the next thing I want to showcase is bounty hunting.
Okay. Perfect.
If I can find where I am on the map. Oh, look at that. We're at a place where there is a bounty hunter location.
Perfect.
So I'm going to take a drink of water because I'm very, very thirsty right now before anything. So I named this horse Ghost, but I noticed he's more wider in stature. I was thinking about changing his name to Shadowfax. Of course, you would get that reference.
Yep.
So I have a choice.
Bubba did ask if he does stream if we want to join in tonight. I'm not so sure for myself because I haven't had supper yet.
I may want to hang out. I'm not certain yet. So right now we're taking a look at there's 3 bounties. Actually, there's 4 bounties I can choose from. This one here I have to switch back and forth on. And then there's these bounties here, which are your legendary bounties. And there is 13 of them, and you can repeat these ones. And these ones pay well. Especially this one here. This one pays extremely well to do. But these ones we're not going to do because they take about a half an hour to do them. So we're gonna go after this guy. Why not? These are also randomized things, so you never know like what kind of a hunt you're gonna have to do for them.
Right.
It's just you have to get out there and find them.
Right.
And that's the red marker on the bottom left corner of your map there. That's
Okay,
where he
yeah.
is. Now, if you're going to do bounty hunters hunt, I recommend for your throwbows, you start off with a standard lasso, but work your rank up to get to the reinforced lasso. Because with the standard lasso, bounties can cut their way out with ease. The reinforced lasso, they're not getting out. You tie them up, and they're yours.
Right. Now, is there, like, I see there's no time limit on the bounty hunt.
No, there isn't, but I think sometimes there is a limit to getting the bounty to where they need to be because you have to capture them and then bring them somewhere.
Right.
But I'm obviously, as you can see, I'm taking a shortcut by running through all this forestry.
Right.
I'm not jumping down that cliff, so we're going to go back to the road.
Right.
I absolutely love this map. This landscape is just,
It is.
it's beautiful. I'm so glad I almost regretted buying this horse today, actually, but now that I've had a couple of hours with it, I'm not so much regretting this purchase.
Right. Now you do just use your in-game currency, right? Not
Oh yeah, no, you don't use real money. If you see my in-game currency, I've got $1,500. I'm good. Because $1,500, this game is set in 1898. $1,500 back then, you were rich.
Yep.
You know what? No. Oh, the path is right here. I was gonna ride down this hill, but I thought it looked too risky until I noticed the path here. That's the thing about this map. It shows that I've explored everywhere, but I really haven't. Like there's a lot of things you can explore and check out and do in the online game, and I wish that there were a little bit more to do. Like I said, with bank robberies and train robberies and all that, you know.
Right. And you can understand that with this being set in the Old West.
Yeah, and another thing I thought about that I thought would be really cool if they had added to this game is he all by himself? If he's all by himself, that's awesome. Where is he? He's down below some. Oh, he must be in a cave.
And now I see you've got the timer on.
Yeah, as soon as I approach where he is, which now I can't find him.
He's behind you.
No, I know, but I'm wondering, is there like an entrance somewhere that I'm missing? Like, is he in a cave or something?
You're right on top of him.
Yeah, and it says, see, it's pointing down on, which indicates that he's below me somewhere. So, oh, there it is. He's in this cave. Oh, geez. Oh, geez, that was a bad fall. Am I stuck? Okay, I'm not. Where is he? Oh, well, I'm dead. Found a cave, but he's in that cave. Oh, crap. I'm not climbing up that hill. Okay, so we know he's not by himself. He's got enemies with him, so I gotta... Oh, geez, I forgot to load up my gun. Okay, so this is the way in that I know of. Oh, hi. I guess just take the enemies out while I'm up here.
Yep.
Oh wait, that might be him. Oh, that was him. Oops. Okay. Well, dead or alive, you can take the bounties. So
Right.
unless specified, sometimes they'll say, "Hey, look, we need this guy alive."
Right.
Okay, I don't know where. That's not him. That's the wrong guy. Oh, that's the other thing too, is when you kill an enemy, make sure to loot them because you never know what you're going to find on them.
Right.
That's not him either. Where the hell is he? Because this isn't him either. Oh, this is the guy. Oops. Yeah, so what I just tried to pull open before I got shot dead there was my dead eye, which allows me to automatically target certain parts on the enemy I'm fighting. Oh, we got Dutch Vanderlyn, who actually is a character in the main Red Dead game in here for the first time. How's it going, Dutch? Okay, I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to complete this one, but we'll give it a try now.
Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Dutch. Greatly appreciated. How did you come about finding us?
I'm probably going to die right here again. Yep. This guy's a little bit on the difficult side.
Well, Dutch, you found us. So is this a second bounty then that you got, or?
No, this is another bounty still, or the same bounty, but I just keep dying at it, and I'm trying to get it done. Just more and more enemies keep popping up, so. Okay, so we're going to try and get the target here. No, not him. This one. Pick him up. I've got like 6 minutes to get out of this cave now. So we're going to equip my pistol and get the hell out of here.
Dutch saying Arthur walks into his tent. I'm going to assume that Arthur is a character in the main Red Dead game.
Yeah, he's the main protagonist in that game.
Okay.
The main protagonist in this game is me.
Right.
I don't know how to get out of this cave. Maybe this way?
All right. Well, Arthur or Dutch, we do appreciate the fact that you're watching a YouTube. So you want Arthur out of your tent?
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to complete this one, so we're going to look at another one.
Sure. Sounds good.
Because 5 minutes and I can't even figure out how to get out of that cave.
Right.
That is something else. That is something I'm going to have to check out off stream. I've never done that a bounty like that, so.
Right.
So we're just going to let the timer run out. I'm going to call upon my horse. We're going to go to another bounty we're going to go look at. I'm going to put my hat on because I feel weird without my hat. Even the night light, like, yeah, in the shadows it looks dark, but it comes across really nicely.
It does.
Just wait till I show one of the cities, which I might actually do because I'm pretty sure we're close to it. We're not exactly close, but we'll go there anyways. Just a waste of time.
Okay.
I have to go to the post office anyways because I noticed I'm low on bullets on my rifle.
Right.
And I know that sounds weird, but I'll explain on the way there.
Right.
So in the online, you have access to like a portal, like a catalog that you can just order things from, right?
Okay.
And those things, like you can order bullets, you can order guns, you can order stuff for your horse, and they will get shipped to either your camp or the post office. So you have a choice of either one you want to visit. So if you're nearby a city, then obviously going to the post office is your better bet. If you're at your camp, you can go to your camp and go to your camp's lockbox, and you'll find those items there.
Right. So Dutch is asking, and again, you'll have more than this. It says, now that Arthur's out of his tent, who are our favorite RDR2 story characters, not counting Arthur? For me, I don't know any of the Red Dead Redemption games. I've never played, so I couldn't say. So I will pass that to you, Mr. Best.
Oh, geez. I'm trying to remember right offhand. I like doing missions for Hosea because his missions are mostly like hunting and fishing missions. I like doing missions with Javier as well. He has a bit of, his missions are a bit on like the controlled frenzy kind of side, and I know I'm using an old Kofi Kingston term there. But I really like the stuff, the missions I do with John in that in that one, because not trying to be a spoiler or anything like that, but on Saturday Night Gaming after Red Dead Redemption 2, we are going to be going over to Red Dead Redemption 1, where John becomes the main character.
Okay.
I also, the missions I don't like, though, I don't like doing the missions for Micah because he is batshit insane.
Right. So Dutch is saying he will send Hosea and Javier their regards.
All right.
What happened there?
I crashed into somebody and killed them, I think. Yeah, he's dead. I wasn't paying attention. That's the problem with me at nighttime. That's why I'm going to pull out the lantern so we can see a little bit easier.
Right.
Sometimes you see those horses or the other people on horses, they come out of nowhere sometimes. Again, I'm sorry. I'm just Every time, man, every time I play this game and I'm riding through the lands like this, just awesome, you know?
And Dutch saying in his canonical universe, he murdered Micah.
Trust me, if you ever play the story missions for Red Dead, if you ever decide to pick it up, OMD, in Red Dead 2, you're going to want to kill Micah because of how much of a prick he is.
Oh, okay.
Now, we're riding through the swamps here. If you want to make some money for doing some fur trading, getting some gator skins will help you out big time.
Okay.
So hunting and killing a gator, and I probably should have actually showed that, but I don't have enough bullets to do that.
Right.
I can hunt down those wolves that just walked by, and I'm about to go into a city, so I don't need the lights on.
Right. And Dutch coming in saying, yeah, he's an SOB, so.
Yeah. His missions are fun, but it's him that's the problem, you know?
Right. Right. It's his character.
Yeah. So I've pretty much almost destroyed my horse's stamina. So this is what you have to do. You have to feed him carrots. You have to feed your horse vegetables. It's actually really imperative that you make sure your horse is looked after in order for your horse to build that bond with. And like I said, I bought this horse today, so I'm starting over brand new with a new horse right now.
Right, right.
But right now we are in the city of Saint Denis, and again at nighttime I love the way the city is lit up. Saint Denis is it's kind of based off of what New Orleans might have looked like in the late 1800s.
Okay.
And again, here we are. We're at the post office now. I didn't hitch my horse, but whatever. You talk to the post clerk, and then you go to collect deliveries. And these are all the orders I've made. I can't collect on these ones because I'm stocked up on them, but I do need more carrots because I fed a bunch of carrots to my horse just now, and my bullets for my rifle.
Right.
I was down to 3 bullets before I got there.
Wow.
So now there's also a side mission in here that I can take.
Right.
Or a mission right here. This guy here, I can talk to him, and he will give me a list of missions, a couple of ones I haven't done. You know what? Why don't we do one?
Sure. So I noticed, though, when you were riding from the cave to Saint Denis,
Mm-hmm.
and I know it was at night, but no bandits out at night?
You do actually encounter random events like that. Like this afternoon, for instance, it wasn't bandits I encountered, but random wolves decided they were going to try and attack me and my horse. You'll encounter like bandits trying to take you down. You'll encounter maybe sometimes you'll encounter an injured civilian who will need your help. You will also there's a few times too where I've encountered a lady whose horse died and they need a ride into town or something like that as well.
Right.
You will encounter other players that will try and take you down, and I'm trying to look for this wagon that I'm supposed to go look for. I was trying to set a waypoint, but I don't know where it is.
Does it say where in your mission guide?
Oh, it's way the heck up here. There it is. Okay, so 10 minutes. I can do that in 10 minutes with this horse. With my old horse, I wasn't sure if I could do 10 minutes. Right. Because my old horse was a little bit slower. Now, this wagon is going to be on the move, but I set a point where I can get to it and still be able to track it right after. In the day,
So,
you can see that the city is dead right now, but in the daytime, the city gets busy as hell.
right. So, blast from the past here, as I do have the two most boring hours of TV on right now.
Hmm.
Somebody wearing an Ico Pro t-shirt.
Oh, see, I just ran by another player. Somebody wearing an Ico Pro T-shirt, like a fan in the crowd.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, what did Bret Hart show up there? Because I know he did those Ico Pro commercials way back in the day. So now
No,
back
this guy
across.
was built and was twice the size of Brett.
So back across. Okay. Continue along this path. I'm gonna pause quickly to take a look and see where that wagon's gone. Okay, so it's at the next turn. Okay. Retreat. I'm betting that this wagon is going to have a bunch of people guarding it too. That's almost always the case when you got to do these steal the wagon missions.
Right.
And these are the type of missions I'm happy that they have in this game. Because again, that was something that was frequent in the Wild West, right? If you were traveling along with a wagon like with a whole bunch of goods, chances are bandits were going to come after you. And I was right; there are going to be people with surrounding the wagon.
Right. So Dutch coming back saying mostly encounter all the time at night near Saint Denis in story mode, especially them scary night folk. Just so you know, Dutch, we Mr. Best is playing Red Dead Online tonight.
Yeah,
But he's
I do
asking as
the.
well, who do you think is the scariest RDR2 gang? For him, it's the Night Folk. Second, probably the Murphy Brood, and third is the Skinner Brothers.
The Skinner brothers are a thorn in my side right now. I've been dealing with them nonstop for the last like week and a half. Every time I come across them, when we were just talking about like the random thief thing, it's always the Skinner brothers I'm coming across. And they attack you in droves. Like there's like I'm not talking like 5 or 6 of them. There's like 10 to 15 of them that'll attack you at once.
Oh, wow.
And they're hard to take down unless you've got the rifle I've got, which is a 1 or 2 shot kill rifle. Oh, and that's the other thing too that I forgot to mention in this game is to not just you don't just take care of your horse. Like you got to make sure your horse is fed and all that, but in order to make sure that your gun is working properly, you have to maintain that too. You have to clean it every once in a while and all that
Oh, wow.
as well. Yeah,
So
so
very, very, yeah,
the attention to detail in this game is amazing.
right. So yeah, very, very in depth to that. Okay.
Yeah. And also, as we saw at the beginning of the episode, make sure that your character is eating. Make sure your character is also cleaned because that also affects your stamina as well. So every so often at your camp, there's a wash basin that you have to go and wash your face at or something. And it just ensures that your player is at the utmost performance, you know? So, wow, really dark part of the city right now. Oh, right here, right here, right here. Mission pass, stolen wagon. So you see how intense the missions can get. And call back my horse. Oh, he's right there. Okay, get that lantern out. Now we'll go and take a look at the bounty hunt. Because you gotta, in the cities or the towns, you gotta go to the police station to get the bounty hunts. And this here's the police station. As you can see, the police officer right there.
Right.
Okay, we're gonna go after this dude here.
Okay.
Oh, the morning light's already arriving. Go to the Prince and Company slaughterhouse. Okay. And when I said that this horse is one of the fastest horses in the game, he's one of the fastest horses that I can get right now, is what I meant to say.
Okay.
Because as you rank up through the game, you unlock different things to buy. Like you can unlock different horses, you can unlock different wagons, different guns, different fishing lures as well.
Right.
Find a scouting spot before the target arrives. Everybody just saw me ride up. I didn't mean to ride up in that way though. So, I've been here before. Okay, I know where to go. I usually try to get up on. It's not happening there. I try to get up on this thing, and then do my thing. And my horse just totally rode through the enemies. So I gotta wait for the enemy to approach this area. I've got to find the target. Oh, where is he? He's that gentleman in the red. I don't want to shoot him. I want him alive. The shooting is really fun in this game.
Well, I was going to say, in a situation like this, would it be easier to do this type of a bounty or a mission with a posse?
Not necessarily this one because it's just a single guy I'm going after, but there are bounties where you can go after like 3 or 4 different targets. And in that case, you might want to think about going in with a posse. Well, that's my horse. I don't want to shoot my horse. I fell off the building. Okay. At least I didn't spawn that far from the building. Target is escaping, so he's running now, so I need to call my horse on this one. Yeah, I don't want you riding on all that animal carcass, but all right. Or that way. Where is he now? Where the hell did he go? Yeah, these enemies here that... Oh, he's on the other side. Okay. These enemies here that I'm taking out are called the Death Riders.
Okay.
So... Oh, he's still in the he's still in the thing.
So
Okay.
they're not led by John Moxley, are they?
Oh, no, they're not. I've got 2 minutes to capture him, and I'm probably not going to do this one, but whatever. It's all about having fun, right? Regardless of whether you fail our mission or not. And there he is right now trying to run away.
So I do apologize, Dutch. He did say tomorrow he's probably going to make a Dutch Red Dead Online character. He then asked, who do you think is Jack's real father? He thinks it's Javier, and if he's being honest, Abigail wooed with him a couple of times before the story started. And then said hello. So I apologize, Javier. That was my bad.
Yeah.
I missed the comments. Or sorry, Dutch.
Okay, so now that I've grabbed him, I have 7 minutes to deliver him.
Right.
And I'm trying to get my horse here as fast as possible, because that would be nice. You know what? I'm going to run to my horse. Because my horse is... Oh, there he is. He's coming up. I was going to say my horse probably got stuck somewhere. All right, let's go. Let's go. Let's get the heck out of here before their one and only enemy still shoots at me.
I was going to say, is it going to be safe to ride with him like that?
Oh, yeah. The only time the horse will buck him off is if I overwork him. But this horse has got an incredible amount of stamina, so it should be all right. Now, the only thing I have to deal with is not just the enemies, but the other players, because the other players can come in and screw myself up, you know?
Right.
But the thing is, I've discovered through playing this, a lot of the players that I've encountered are actually like, they help you out, and that's nice to see in online gaming. Whereas, like, if I were doing this in Grand Theft Auto, players would be all over me trying to screw me up.
Right.
One of these days, I should showcase GTA Online. One of these days.
I was thinking you did, but it was Watch Dogs or...
Yeah, it was Watch Dogs I did. Oh, I got to get out of here. Why am I wanted? What did I do? I'm wanted by the cops. Disturbing the peace, apparently.
Oh, okay.
All I did was bring in a bounty, so I'm running from the cops.
Oh, jeez.
That big red circle that's how they're searching. So now once you get out of there, you'll see the wanted sign slowly drain away the red there.
Yep, I'm seeing that.
Hey, I got to rank up in bounty hunting. Oh shoot, there's more law right there. They're gonna see. I got to get right out of the city, essentially. No bounty on me, so that would mean that I don't have to visit the post office to pay for my bounty, which is something that they will do if you get caught killing within the city, or if you get caught killing in general in this game, they will set up a bounty on you. I had a bounty for 2 cents placed on my head one time in this game. I'm like, 2 cents? That's ridiculous.
Right.
So I decided to go ahead and make the bounty worth it. I just went on a shooting spree, took out everybody I could, stole horses when I could.
Right.
Okay, so now that I avoided that,
Right.
genuine question for me: who is attractive more, Karen or Sadie? I am more attracted to Sadie because she is one of those women that just she's very, very, very independent, and I always find that attractive in women.
Right.
Okay, now what do I want to showcase? Oh, I know what I want to do. We talked about hunting. So
Yeah.
I'm going to dismiss this horse and I'm going to call upon my hunting wagon, which you got to do this way. I could go to the stable and get it, but it's easier to just do it this way. They just send ghosts back to the stable and I can call them out when I dismiss the wagon.
Right. Dutch saying go hunt a bear or a gator.
Well, we're close to the swamps, so I'm thinking gators.
Yeah, we'll do a gator, and then because it is just about that time as well, my friend.
Yeah, but remember I had told you we may go a little bit longer on this one.
Yep. Oh yeah.
So we're gonna hunt gators. I set up when I set a waypoint. It's mostly because I half the time because there's so many different locations in this game. It's half the time it's hard to remember where everything is.
Right.
So we've got my hunting wagon, which I spent a pretty penny on this thing. So I'm trying to get as much worth of it, as much worth out of it as I can.
Right.
Now the reason I pulled this out is because when you're going after the higher, like the bigger pelts, like I said, the alligator skins, the elk, or even bison or bear, you
Right.
should have one of these because if you're doing that with only just the horse, you can only carry one of those pelts. Whereas with
Right.
this wagon, you can carry 5 of them.
Okay.
So it's a bit of grinding just to get to the wagon because again, to buy this wagon, you have to reach a certain rank in hunting, and I think it was like level 10 I had to reach. I actually don't want to be here. I want to be trying to get out of this little area here actually. I want to be right around. I want to be outside of this town because I got charged here for shooting animals in that town once.
Oh geez.
I shot a couple of chickens and yeah, they were after me for animal cruelty.
Right. Dutch saying his favorite RDO side mission is probably the ones with Sadie, Sean, Black Bell, and Flaco Hernandez.
I actually just started the Sadie ones the other day, and I like the Sadie missions. I don't like the travel to Sadie's missions because I'll show you on the map right quick where she is. She's away the hell right here.
Oh wow.
And that's way up in the snowy mountains, and it's treacherous to travel through there.
Right.
Oh, gator. Gator. Forgot you can't really pause online gaming. Things will still happen even when you're paused.
Right.
Okay. My wagon is still there. I hope the gator's actually still by the wagon because then I can shoot it. That would be nice. So another thing when you're hunting too is well, right now I'm wandering through this. Oh geez, gator. There he is. He's dead. That's the thing about these gators, man, is that it's hard to tell where they pop up unless you use I'll show you here in just a second. Unless you use this, where you click this, this helps you to track your animals when you go into this mode. Otherwise, it's a little bit difficult to see. Like that gator kind of popped up out of nowhere.
Right.
Oh, there's
Gator
another
right
one.
there.
Yep. I'm trying to get away because I can't shoot him right now. I'm trying to get to my wagon. My wagon's right there. I can probably go back and get that gator, though, actually. Let me check. Oh, that gator's still there. He's attacking my horse, though. Okay, that gator is dead. I hope he didn't destroy my wagon, because if you kill the horse, then your wagon is destroyed.
Oh, no.
In which case, though, you can always call upon another wagon. You just got to wait a couple minutes.
Right.
Hey, look, my hat. I'll pick up my hat, and then I'll skin the gator that just tried to kill me. Now, if you notice in the bottom right, when you're hunting your animals, it'll say the name of the animal, plus it'll have like a star ranking. It's a 3-star ranking. So 1 star means like it's a poor carcass that you've killed. 2 is good. 3 is perfect. You always want to try and get it to 3.
Right.
Because again, the better the pelt, the better the skin, the better the value for your trade. So I'm going to get on this horse here, and I don't want you to ride in the water, but we kind of have to. Oh, nope. I destroyed my wagon.
Crap. Oh, no.
That's okay. That's okay. You don't lose the pelts when your wagon's destroyed. You just got to wait a couple minutes to get it back. That's not a bad thing. Let me see how long the wait is, because I actually don't know that part. Oh, I hit the wrong button. Quick join, online options, stables, vehicles, owned vehicle. Okay, it's only a minute and a half. It's not bad. I can probably go back and look for that gator that there he is. That gator that I ran into earlier.
Yep.
So he's a 2-star. So I want to try and shoot him in the head so I don't waste his skin. Gators they're tough. They're tough, but they're easy to shoot at the same time, if that makes any sense.
Yep. Well, because as quick as they are in actuality, they're probably a little bit slower in the game.
Oh no, sometimes they'll creep right up on you. Like I get where you just walking through that water like I just did, because they'll snatch you right out of the water and kill you in one shot. You just got to pay really close attention to where they are. That's why even in almost all games that have a swamp, I really hate going through swamps unless I have to do it,
Right.
20 seconds. So we'll just hang here with the pelt, and we'll call back this my wagon here, because that was my fault. I went in too deep on that water with the wagon.
Right.
3, 2, 1. Hunting wagon. So it's being summoned. It should appear down this way. It rides to you, but sometimes I prefer to run to it myself to get there faster.
Right.
And as you can see, my pelts are still there, because watch when I throw this in, it gets bigger. There's also other animals you can hunt here too. Like there's the alligator snapping turtle I discovered the other day you can hunt.
Oh, wow.
Here's something else too. Like you talked about the intricacies of this game. Certain animals require certain rifles to shoot with.
Okay.
If you want a better skin,
Right.
or a better pelt. I used to hunt strictly with bow and arrow, but I found that that was actually destroying the pelts for what I was hunting.
Okay.
So I switched it up to rifles, and I've been getting a lot better pelts because of that.
Right. Dutch coming in again saying, true, she lives in a cabin where there is snow or in the snow, but maybe just a bit closer somewhere to normal. Same with Flacco. And now he's asking, who is your favorite side mission character? Can be from the story or online.
Oh, geez. I can't. In that case, I might have to go with, because even though his first few missions were actually part of the main storyline, I'm going to go with Levi. He's a debt collector, and all you do is you go around collecting debts for him.
Okay.
They're very simple. They're the type of mission that you'd be like, okay, I just finished an intense mission with Micah. I might want to do one of these missions to kind of chillax a little bit, you know?
Right.
There's even like side characters that you meet that you don't necessarily do side missions with in the main story. Like just the other day, and it'll be on. I'm pretty sure it was on this last episode. Is that an enemy, or is that a person who needs help? That's an enemy. Yeah, these are enemy. They're enemies here. Where are they? Rescue the stranger. Okay, so I got to rescue somebody here. This is one of the random events I was talking about. So rescuing some random guy.
So I just saw an ad in the most boring hour, and it was from our showstopper segment last night on Turnbuckle Talk. One of those contracts from New Japan will be coming to AEW Collision.
Let me guess, Zack Sabre Jr.
No.
David Finlay.
No.
Shoot, who else? Oh, I don't want to shoot the horse.
Gabe Kidd.
Oh. Well, he was one of those outliers that I had mentioned, right? Like we didn't know
Yeah.
what he had planned, but Gabe Kidd, good for him. Good for him, I'll say, you know.
Yeah.
I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. So I just freed this guy.
Right. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm wondering if that might be a one-off, but yeah, you freed the guy. Sorry, go ahead.
I freed the guy, and I'm wondering, they've tormented my people long enough. He's telling me something. Okay, so I got to take him to the sheriff's office in the town of Rhodes. This is the first time I'm using somebody else on my wagon, so I'm hoping he can get up there with me. Okay, good. Because you caught me in the middle of hunting, buddy. So, and see, that's the beauty. That's the beauty of these online games, right? Is you go in. Sometimes you'll have an idea of what you want to do, but then somebody, a random character, will make it all topsy turvy for you. You know.
Right.
I'm glad that we got a random event on this particular showing. It's too bad. Rockstar actually abandoned this game a little bit, and like the things I've mentioned that I wish to see are things that actually are not going to happen. Like the upgrading of the wagon is what I specific. Oh geez, there's going to be enemies popping out here. You know what? We're just going to keep riding through. But no, Rockstar put out a statement, I think it was like a year or so ago, where they were like, yeah, we're not going to continue working on this game. We'll do like bug fixes and things like that. But
right.
It disappoints me that because I know that the option was made available to upgrade wagons, but you can't do it anymore.
Right. Dutch, going back to his comment here, he said normally he does the debt missions in Chapter 6 to rank up his honor.
Mm-hmm.
And now coming in saying, as you've alluded to, needs to add bank robberies and train heists to the base game of the RDR2 story mode and the online.
Yep, I 100% agree with that. 100% agree with that. I would love to posse up with people and just go on train robberies and rob some banks. Even start bar fights would be really cool to do. Somebody's trying to shoot me. One of the players is trying to shoot me. Yeah, see, somebody else tried to shoot me just now, so I'm going to press charges on him. He's probably going to ruin my stranger mission that I'm doing right now. Or maybe not, because, oh, that's not my horse. Where is it? Where is he? Yeah, this guy's going to screw me up. Yeah, the stranger was killed, so they messed it up, and my wagon is probably destroyed. Again. So stables, vehicles. Yeah, 1 minute till my wagon can arrive. Oh, my actual horse is here, so. Or killed me. I'm trying not to fight you guys, but we're just going to keep doing this. Call the law on you guys. Yeah, you guys aren't going to catch me because my horse is probably way faster than yours. And I think I have successfully escaped them. Oh, look at that. Another random event. Let's check it out. This is one I've never done, so let's go and try it out. If I can get there, that would be awesome. Okay, whatever. It's not popping up. To call on that wagon because I want to go to my camp and drop off those pelts before we wrap it up. You're muted, brother. Just so you know.
No, that one I knew.
Yeah. Okay, so
now
we're gonna.
I know it's an online game, but I'm surprised there's really no option to fast travel.
There is actually. I just don't prefer to do the fast travel because I love exploring this land.
Right.
There are the post office I was at earlier actually has a fast travel option. And I'm pretty sure there was one in that town that I'm in right now.
Right.
Or that I left. But again, I think it comes at a cost. Like you got to spend a couple of dollars to use it.
Right.
But like I said, I love exploring this land. So riding the horse across the map just makes it so much worth it, so much more worth it, you know?
Right.
But yeah, I managed to escape those guys that were trying to take me down. All right, come on. The only thing with this wagon, and you're going to notice it here, coming uphill is a little bit on the slow side.
Yes.
And that's where I wish the wagon upgrades would come in, because that would be the first thing I would upgrade is the acceleration and speed. But yeah, I think what we'll do is we'll get these pelts to my camp, and then we'll wrap up the show.
Sounds wonderful.
I think actually, you know how I was talking about them photos? I'm pretty sure this is where I took those pictures. It was up here.
Right.
Oh, trying to stay on course here. And of course, I didn't take them at nighttime because it's a little bit difficult to see everything at night.
Right. Dutch, our boy, coming back in saying he could create the Vanderland gang and rob the bank in Blackwater. And then normally once a week he plays the last mission of the RDR2 story and just brutally wipes out Micah in different ways.
Yeah. All right, so right now, okay, see now going downhill, of course, we're going to move a little bit faster. And let's keep on. These lands look barren now, but in the daytime, they are excellent for hunting on. I say daytime because I prefer to hunt in the day and not in this foggy weather that we're having right in this game. Oh, there's another player. Hopefully he don't shoot me. And but yeah, you can see that trying to get from point A to point B when you're doing a hunt can be time consuming. That's why I always do like the random events that you come across on the side, because yeah, sure, it adds more time to where you're trying to actually get, but it just takes the monotony out of it, you know. We're about to go under a train bridge here, and I'm reminded of something, OMD. The other day, I was watching the old movie Stand By Me, and the scene where they're crossing the train bridge, you're muted, but if you're trying to respond. The scene where they're crossing the train bridge, my first thought was OMD would say nope to that.
Right?
Especially the scene where where the one kid drops his comb, and that one shot where the comb is just falling. I'm like, yeah, OMD would nope to that.
Yep. I have a hard time doing the international bridge here.
I know you do. You've told me that. Because you've told me that if you and I were to ever go like across the river to go to the Walmart there or something, you would tell me to shut up as we cross the bridge.
Yep. I have to turn the music down to do it too, just so that I can focus straight ahead.
Yeah. So I can only imagine what it'd be like for you to cross the Mackinac. That's even more dangerous.
It is. And one of my biggest fears of the Mackinac, besides the height, is many, many years ago, I had a certain buffoon who shall remain nameless decide to play Guess Who from the back seat.
Fucking tool he is. Is it he who shall not be named?
Yes, it is.
That's what I figured. No, that guy was always a tool for that kind of stuff.
Now, admittedly, like when I go to Upheaval this summer, if I go, just to help alleviate some vehicle congestion, I do have to rent a car, and I've got to do the driving for a few people.
Yeah.
So that will be so much fun.
Well, how many people are going with you?
1, 2, 3, 4. So far, 7.
I was going to suggest maybe renting a minivan.
Well, the one guy has a minivan. So, but I want to be able to alleviate that type of congestion for 5 hours there and 5 hours back.
Right. It's just because I've traveled with about that many people once, especially on our trip to London, and we found that we used my grandmother's minivan, and that was like the best way that all of us could travel all at once, you know?
It's just a matter of if and when we need rest stops, because what if one of us gets further ahead than the other? We don't want to be waiting for half an hour or 45 minutes at a rest stop for the next person to catch up.
Well, that's where you use your cell phones to check in with each other or something like that, you know?
Yeah.
I was going to say just get some CB radios, but I mean, cell phones are just as good. So,
yeah.
We're getting close to my camp here.
It's good because with that lightning, it looks like you're going to need it.
Yeah. That's the other thing, too, is that the weather greatly affects how you travel in this game. Dutch, interesting that you mentioned that, because one of the games that we are potentially going to be looking at is, is it just me or is it?
Oh, yeah. First off, he was just asking, he goes, is it just me or do I not really like Abigail sometimes? Same with Bill.
I actually like Abigail. Bill, I can take him or leave him.
Right.
But yeah, it's interesting that you mentioned, are you guys Star Wars fans? Because I'm thinking for next week's episode, we take a look at Star Wars Jedi Survivor.
Okay. Personally, Dutch, I am not. I gave up on the entire Star Wars franchise after The Phantom Menace.
Mm-hmm. And I can't remember, but I believe we did do a Lego Star Wars episode on the PlayStation Showcase. I think we did.
No,
If
I
not,
think I thought it was a Lego game that we were going to do, but we never did it.
I'm gonna have to go back into our archives and have a look.
Yes.
Yeah, OMD gave up after Phantom Menace, and you know what? Sometimes I don't blame him because Phantom Menace sucked.
Yep. So yes, Dutch, I gave up after Phantom Menace. I grew up with the original three. So A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and then Return of the
Jedi. Yeah, which I was gonna say, I just actually added that to my watch list today over on Disney Plus.
Nice.
And we've reached the camp, so now this is my dog that I bought. He doesn't really do anything. He's more for decoration.
Right.
That's the other thing. That's another update that I think that they should have done is if you're going to get a dog for your camp, why not make it
A hunting dog?
A hunting dog. That'd be awesome. So now I'm going to donate the skins that I got to Crips here. Which, as you can see, the red mark up there tells me that I need to go and get more. And I also need to pick up supplies for him to continue his work. But we've reached that time. We're actually an hour and a half into the episode.
We
So
are.
what do you say we showcase what's going on as far as the Turnbuckle affiliation program goes?
Absolutely. Let's tell the fine people where they can see us each and every night of the week.
Turnbuckle Studios and the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program bring you the week of streams. All times are in Eastern Time. Monday nights you get the Locker Room Breakdown at 7 p.m., followed by the Raw Patrol at 8 p.m. Tuesday brings you the flagship show, Turnbuckle Talk, at 8:05 p.m. Wednesday we play games with the PlayStation Showcase at 8 p.m. Thursday we got total non-stop action with Brace for Impact at 8 p.m. Friday we game again with Unleashed, the Jessica Wilde story at 7 p.m. Following the game, join us for the SmackDown Security Detail at 8 p.m. The weekend brings you Saturday Night Gaming at 8 p.m. On Sunday be sure to catch the Chris Parrish podcast at 12:15 p.m. followed by the Boar's Nest at 8 p.m. Be part of the shows and join the chat every day.
Information about the Turnbuckle affiliation program. If you want information about who we are, the shows we do, go to affiliationprogram.my.canva.site. OMD, where can the people look for you?
People, you can find me on my Linktree, linktr.ee /OMDshow. And for yourself, Mr. Best.
Yeah, you guys can look for me at my Linktree, which is linktr.ee /Chris_best83. And there you'll find all of my socials and hit me up with a follow, like, whatever there. OMD, though, what are those famous words we like to go out on?
Ladies and gentlemen, the world is a scary place. Take care of each other. From all of us here at the Turnbuckle Affiliation Program and CBRS Entertainment, to those of you out there wherever you are, good night, good luck. We out.